You are now breaching the Eldritch Realms.
Hey guys, thank you for crossing the portal into the Eldritch Realms. I'm your host, Angelo, and today we're coming at you with our new Atla Palani Nest Tender Commander deck. Now, here at the Eldritch Realms, me personally, I love the Eldrazi. The first card I ever pulled out of a pack was right here, Ulamog, wherever he may be. The Ceaseless Hunger. I went to my first Friday Night Magic. Ended up getting destroyed. I just pieced together the deck, just learned the game, didn't know what I was doing, got destroyed. And that's to be expected with a new player. But I pulled this out of my pity pack, and I was like, this has to go in my deck somehow. Fortunately, at the time, I was already playing Teamer Ramp. The next week, I did a little better, but not by enough. I got my pity pack, and I pulled another one, and I was super pleased. I'm like, this has to be the way it's going to have to go. After that, I put the second Ulamog in my deck, and the game changed for me completely. I started learning things. I started doing grander things. I started ramping into an Ulamog every game, and 9 out of 10 times, I wouldn't even kill my opponent. I would deck them out with his effect. So I wanted to kind of present the concept in everything that I build. So this is the new Eldrazi commander. So let's start with our commander, Atla Palani Nest Tender. Now the whole concept here is that for 4 mana total, white, green, red, and a colorless, you cast the commander. She's not too big, 2/3. She's okay. But for 2 mana and a tapper, you create a green 0/1 green egg creature token with Defender. Now, that's not really the most important part. The more important part is whenever an egg you control dies, you begin revealing cards off the top of your library until you reveal a creature card, and you put it onto the battlefield. Doesn't matter, you don't cast it, nothing, it hits the battlefield. Now, I know I won't get the triggers for stuff like the Ulamogs or Kozilek, but you don't really need the triggers with this deck, and you'll see it when we go into our matches with our buddies from Blood Baron 115 and Deep Sea Haven. So we've got Atla, who is going to keep pulling stuff off the top of our deck. I don't really... draw power is great, but when you could just be not casting, but bringing things onto the battlefield from the top, super value. So that's our commander. We've got 18 artifacts, 22 creatures, 6 enchantments, 6 instants, 37 lands, 2 planeswalkers, and 8 sorceries. So we're gonna look. We're gonna start with our artifacts here. So we've got a mixed bag here. So we've got Altar of Dementia. Sacrifice a creature. Target player mills so much for the power of said creature. Now here's the thing. You're not really going to be using this card to mill, because most eggs have 0 attack. All eggs have 0 attack unless something else changes that. What you're going to be using this card for is in case you don't come up with your other cards that are going to help you sack those eggs. It's just another thing on the field that's going to give you free sacks of the eggs. So you're going to have this card, or Ashnod's Altar, or even Blasting Station. I know it has to tap, but whenever a creature comes into play, you untap it. So it's not the worst thing. So basically, you activate your Atla, create an egg, pop the egg with Blasting Station. Atla triggers, searches, puts a creature on the field, untaps Blasting Station, and that's great. That's a wonderful thing. But we've got a few altars, a few things. The things that you need to sack your creatures with in the artifacts are going to be your Altar of Dementia, Ashnod's Altar, which there is a way to go infinite with this, but it really all depends on what everybody else has on their board. Because if you could sack your eggs to this card, unfortunately, well, we'll get into that as we go. We've got Chromatic Lantern for color fixing, of course, the staple. Crucible of Worlds, rip lands out of the graveyard for more landfall. We'll get into that in a little bit. Dreamstone Hedron for extending your plays, extending your mana base, always good. Hedron Archive, same thing, just cheaper. Lightning Greaves. Now let me tell you, when you open the game into an Atla with Lightning Greaves on it, and you have that mana to spend, it's a glorious thing. You could go into something with Annihilator before your opponents ever have a chance to really get into the match, and it's kind of scuzzy, but totally worth it. Let's see here. We got Mana Vault. I know my image is jacked, but I'll have to replace that image at some point. Mind Stone for more mana. Phyrexian Altar. This is another one of those altar cards where you need it to sack your eggs. It'll give you mana, sack your egg, and give you an Alta trigger. This card, oh my god, this card wins games. Skull Clamp. Now let's say I've got my either my Phyrexian Altar or my Ashnod's Altar, and I keep making eggs. I'm going to Skull Clamp them, or I'm going to produce mana with them by sacking them to an altar. In either case, they're going to die, and you're either going to get the draw of 2 cards, which certain cards in this deck will allow you to know if you're going to want to draw off the top of your deck or if you're going to want to go off of the trigger. So you would just add mana in that case. This card is insane. It gives you an insane card advantage, and you can actually constantly cycle with this card if you play it properly with Ashnod's Altar or Phyrexian Altar. Let's move on. Soul Ring, of course. Swiftfoot Boots, of course. Thematic Compass, mostly just to get more lands to hit the board. Thorn Bite Staff. Okay, this card is insane. So it costs 2, equip 4. I know it's a little much, but equipped creature has pay 2 and tap it. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player, and that may not be too big a deal. But if they've got a board full of, for instance, if they've got a board full of goblin tokens, sure, you could just ping them off. But let's say there's no tokens, but there's a bunch of 1/1 flyers on your opponent's side of the field. Now you're going to use this effect to blow up said creatures, and here's the important part, whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you untap the creature this is equipped to. Whenever a shaman creature comes into play, you may attach Thornbite Staff to it. Now the important part here is that Atla, our friend here, is a shaman. So, you get Thornbite Staff onto Atla, and suddenly you can make more than just 1 egg in a turn. You can make multiple if you do it right. This card, mixed with an Ashnod's Altar, and the right opposing setup, you can go. This deck is great for running away with the game early, but if you get this setup, you can turn a game over instantly and take the game away. And finally, we've got Thought Vessel, and that's kind of a it's okay. It's not really necessarily what you need, but it's good for mana. So now let's get into the creatures. Let's start with Apex Altasaur. Now the whole thing again is to put these creatures onto the battlefield with Atla. This one's great because when you put it onto the battlefield, it's going to fight something when it lands. Which again, if you have your Thornbite Staff up, it will untap Atla and you'll go for another egg, which is excellent. But a 10/10 for 9 mana that fights something when it enters the battlefield, or a 10/10 that fights something when it enters the battlefield for 2 mana. I think there's a better option. Next, we got Artisan of Kozilek. This card is great if you want to cast it. Even if you don't, you get the Annihilator. That's great. But I tend to use this card for casting it. If it does hit the battlefield, well, it's got a second option. But when I cast it, I'm normally digging up the egg creatures or another card that becomes an egg when it hits the battlefield from my graveyard, so I can keep triggering those new creatures to come to the battlefield. Then we've got Blightsteel Colossus. This card, okay, this card has already won me so many games being in this deck. Hit the Atla with your Lightning Greaves. Hit off the top of the deck, put Lightning Greaves on Blightsteel, swing for game immediately. It's kind of crazy, kind of gross, but we're gonna move forward. Desolation Twin. It's just a nice 10/10, and if it does end up in your hand, there are options in this deck to reduce mana costs of Eldrazi's and colorless. You could be casting this thing for 6 to make 2 10/10s, which is always nice. More bodies, better. Then we've got Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite. This card is incredible. What's great is that if you have the mana, you get your Elish Norn to hit the battlefield. You can add to the stack trigger the trigger of Thornbite Staff and keep your eggs running. Not to mention, creatures you control get a boost. Fantastic. And this card kind of puts your opponents behind no matter what's going on. Endbringer, another card where it's okay off the top. You could cast it. It's really all a matter of preference. Now, the great thing about this card is it untaps during each other player's untap stop. You tap it to deal 1 damage to target player. You can either be pinging your opponents, or you could be pinging off your eggs, or you could be pinging off creatures to get that Thornbite Staff combo going with your Atla. You could be paying to prevent attacks or blocks from a certain creature, or you could be paying and tapping them to just draw. It's all really a matter of what you're looking at, but this card is surprisingly good. It That Betrays. I always say that this card should have been a Titan, because its effect is just insane. Its cost is high, and its stats are really, really up there. But with Annihilator 2, and whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, put that card onto the battlefield under your control. And that could be anything that will get sacked to an Annihilator trigger. That's insane. Absolutely insane. It's too strong for the game. Too strong. Now we've got Kozilek, of course. We love our Kozileks over here. Great for casting to get that draw. If not, you've got the Annihilator trigger when it comes off of Atla. This is one of those cards where I hope my first Atla trigger lands me this card, and then I just take the game away. I can never guarantee that, but it's a wonderful thing if it ever does happen. Metallic Mimic. This card I was referencing before. It enters the battlefield. Choose a type of creature. I would choose Egg. It is an egg in addition to its other types. And other creatures you control that are eggs, they get a +1/+1 counter when they enter the battlefield, which is okay. But the thing is, like this card will keep egg cycling a lot. There are many plays in this deck where you get this guy on the battlefield, you sack him to something, he turns into mana or into damage or something. He'll untap your Atla. He'll trigger. You'll search until you land on a creature. He'll find you either another egg or a Sun Titan, where he'll come back as an egg, and then you go off him again. It's a really good card for this deck. Nesting Dragon. So this card has landfall. It's a dragon, so it's going to fly. Whenever the land enters your battlefield under your control, you create a 0/2 red dragon egg creature token with defender, and when this creature dies, create a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying and red. This creature gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. Now, the great thing about this is you generate eggs. You generate 2 creatures off said egg, one of which the 2/2 flyer, and that's never bad. Never a bad thing to have. Now, if you hit multiple land triggers in a turn, you could be going crazy with this, especially if you have the right setup. Pathrazer of Ulamog, this is a game ender right here. He has Super Menace. He can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. And Annihilator 3. Now, normally, if someone's going to block him to save their life, they're still going to have to sack 3 cards before those blockers begin. So, are they going to be sacking their blockers? Or are they going to be sacking their land or their resources? A really, really good card. Rock Egg. Another egg. When it dies, it creates a 3/3 white bird creature token with flying. Again, it's just like the nesting dragon eggs. Sack it, turn it into something else, and bring something else out. Sakura Tribe Elder, just really good for getting land drops when you start running a little bit behind. Solemn Simulacrum, same thing, but you can actually sack it to one of your altars, or to get some draws. You got Spring Bloom Druid. This card has turned over a couple games for me, where I hit an egg, landed on Spring Bloom, while Nesting Dragon sat on the field, and suddenly the game turned over into my favor because then I had 2 eggs to sack off. And it completely changed the game for me. Then we've got Sun Titan. Again, it's good for bringing things back, and it's very staple in a lot of commander decks. It's really good card. I want to call it Godzilla, but that's not its actual name. That's just the special edition version. Titanith Rex. It's good to get in your hand, because if you cycle it, you give something trample. It's good to rip out of your deck with Atla, because it's an 11/11 with trample. It's all around great card. Ulamog, of course. We love our Ulamogs. We want to be able to cast them, at least this one, to exile 2 target permanents. He's indestructible, so that's good. And when he attacks, he exiles the top 20 cards of the opponent's library, which is even more glorious. He doesn't have an enter the battlefield trigger, but if you have him enter the battlefield, it's good. If you have him to cast and are able to cast him, it's nice to get that cast trigger. The other Ulamog, of course, the first Ulamog. Sort of the same gig, but you're not losing as much when you can't cast him when he enters the battlefield, because this one only destroys a single permanent. But this one's also got Annihilator 4, so it's kind of a give and take. This card right here, Void Winnower, game winner. Your opponents can't cast spells with even converted mana costs, and your opponents can't block with creatures with even converted mana costs. Now, if you line up a Void Winnower and a Pathrazer of Ulamog in any given game, in Commander, you're going to take out half of someone's health, no matter what. And in a regular game of like Modern, they're done. It's over. That's the game. This card prevents a lot of people from playing. And it's kind of a mean thing to do, but there's just a point where your hands are tied. You didn't choose what came off the top of the deck; it just came. We're on to Zakama Primal Calamity. Again, this is one of the ones that is great if you cast it, but it's still really strong if it just enters. You're getting these for free, But when it's cast, you untap lands you control, which is also really strong. Vigilance Retreat. Trample, also great. You just keep swinging until you punch through their defenses, and you just keep swinging him for game. He'll stay untapped as a blocker. He has reach, so he can stop the flyers. It's a great card. Zatoba Primal Dawn. Now, see this one. It felt a little. Then I saw Indestructible on it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely using that. Flying Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible. Really, really strong card. And it's great to rip off the top from Atla. So we're gonna move into the enchantments now. Anointed Procession. Of course, we're creating tokens. If we could double those tokens, it's going to make even bigger plays, more explosive plays. You don't want to use up all of your resources at once, but it's good to have those cards. It also prevents your opponents from trying to board wipe you at that point, because if you have a load of eggs and they're all dying, you're going to get a lot of triggers. Colossal Majesty. Draw power. Just draw power is good. Goblin Bombardment. This is another one of those sacrifice creature cards. You keep pinging your opponent's creatures or their life for damage, for 1 damage per thing you sacrifice. But again, getting this up and running with Thornbite Staff, just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Miri's Guile. At the beginning of your upkeep, you look at the top 3 cards of your library and put them back in any order. So you're kind of choosing if you're going to draw something or if you're going to send it to the bottom of the deck with Atla. You're kind of scrying those cards without scrying. And you're choosing what you're going to be drawing in your draw step. And it's only for 1 green mana. It's an incredible card. I love this card. Now this card is in this deck, you could kind of call this card a win condition, Rhythm of the Wild. So creature spells you control can't be countered. Right there, that's already worth the 3 mana there that it is. And non-token creatures you control have Riot, which for those of you who don't know what Riot is, it has the battlefield with your choice of +1/+1 counter or haste. Let's say you hit a bunch of stuff and Kozilek, It That Betrays, and Ulamog the Infinite Kyre all enter the battlefield in the same turn. And now they enter with haste. You're going to be swinging and blowing up 10 cards, taking those 10 cards onto your side of the board. When they enter, they're also going to have Riot. So, if there are any creatures, that is, you're going to steamroll this game with this set of stuff. Incredible card. I love this card. Smothering Tithe, of course, staple in a lot of decks. You need that mana. You need it to come to the field. It's the #1 card for doing work. We're gonna move over to the instance. Chance for Glory. You ever had one of those games where you're like, I know I could get that if I got to 1 more turn, and then you just get swept at the end of that? Well, this card is for that. Chance for Glory. Creature you control gain indestructible. And you take an extra turn after this one. At the beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game. This is kind of a use it when you know you're going to lose if you don't get this extra turn. Now, let's say I tap out my Kozilek, my Ulamog, and my It That Betrays, and I don't have enough blockers for their turn. I'm going to cast this right at the end of my turn. I'm going to take an extra turn, and I'm going to blow up the rest of their stuff, take it all, and move on with my day knowing that, well, besides that, I'll be ending the game in my favor. Excellent card. Love it. Earned me a lot of victories. Flawless Maneuver. Great card. If you control your commander, you don't pay for it at all. And it's pretty simple. Creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of the turn. Great when board wipes are about to hit. It's a wonderful card. Path to Exile for some spot removal. Sundering Growth to get rid of pesky artifacts and enchantments that are holding you up in the game. And then you populate, so you're going to add another creature token of the same type that you have on the field to your field and multiply your plays. It's a wonderful thing. Swords to Plowshares, again, more spot removal. Teferi's Protection, of course, this is a staple in any white commander deck, in my opinion, because you can save yourself and your permanents from everything for at least one turn, which can turn over games 100% of the time. For lands, we've got Ancient Tomb, Arch-Varaska. We've got some fetch lands in here for the sake of hitting those landfalls with Nesting Dragon. So Arid Mesa. We've got Ash Barrens, Boros Garrison. You never want to see this in a turn 2 play because you're just going to be hurting yourself, but it's not the worst thing to land on. Command Tower, Eldrazi Temple. Ayavugan, again, this is one of those cards I said is to reduce the cost of the Eldrazi's that are in here if they end up in your hand. A good card. I love this card. It's a wonderful thing to have. Field of Ruin, Flagstones of Trocaire. Now, there are certain cards in this deck that make you sacrifice your lands, or you can off your land this way, that way, or the third. But when this one's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you search for a Plains card and put it on the battlefield tapped. And if you do, shuffle your library. Now, with that being said, if you have Crucible of Worlds, you can keep ripping this card out of the graveyard and keep it. It's not going to be lost forever to the graveyard. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to play it. Then we've got Ghost Quarter. And again, these cards that sack themselves, these lands that sack themselves, also come back to Crucible of Worlds. Good plays, honestly. So High Market. High Market also is one of those cards that has kept the game running for me when I've lost virtually everything. I'm able to cast my Atla and make an egg, but I have none of my artifacts to keep the thing up and running. I can use High Market to tap it and sack a creature, bring my life total up by 1, and then still get that drop search. We got Kessig Wolf Run for when the end of the game happens. And the thing is, you could cast it for green. You could cast the ability target creature gets +X/+0 and gains trample until the end of the turn. You could just pay green and red and give that creature your trample and go for the game with that, honestly. Corrosion Verge, again, great for mana fixing. Great. Trying not to say wonderful as much, but it is wonderful. Mirror Pool, kind of a staple Eldrazi land. Plateau, I know this card's a bit more expensive, but it is the original Mountain Plains dual land. Rogue's Passage, prevent things from blocking your creatures. Wonderful thing. Rootbound Crag. It enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain or a forest, which is good because 9 out of 10 we're going to have that stuff unless we open into all colorless lands. And at that point, we should probably mulligan that hand because we still do need colors. Sanctum of Ugin for getting the bigger boys into our hand. Savannah, again, the original Forest Plains dual land. Also note, these cards are still good to search for with stuff like Corrosion Verge because it doesn't say basic land, it just says forest and plains. Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, good for opening up more mana options. We've got 2 snow-covered forests, 2 snow-covered mountains, 3 plains. They don't have to be snow-covered, obviously. I just do this for flavor. Plus, I'm not certain, so I like to be safe that there are cards that I need to pay snow costs for. Stomping Ground, Sun Petal Grove, Taiga, Temple Garden. Shocklands aren't the best thing, but they get the job done. Temple of Abandon, Scry off the top, always good. Temple of the False Gods. This card alone pays for Atla's cost for making eggs. Totally worth it. A single waste, just in case I run out of basic lands to search for. Windswept Heath, another fetch land. Yeah, it hurts from time to time, and Wooded Foothills. It hurts from time to time to have to go into fetch lands, but landfall triggers are good, especially with Dragon, and I really don't see too big of an issue because it's not like Terramorphic Expanse or the other one that tap, sacrifice themselves, and then basic land in tapped. They're still good, it's just not as good as these cards. That's probably why these ones are the expensive ones. Um, Next round of the Planeswalkers, we have an Ugin the Ineffable, mostly to go off that colorless spells costing 2 less. His +1 is useful. You're ripping things off the top of your deck and putting them into your hand. And if you go with the things like in our enchantments here, Mary's Guile, where you know what the top card of your deck is going to be, then you know if you're going to want to hit his ability. His -3 is also good because if you run out of abilities that will allow you to sack your eggs, they do have colors. You can go -3 with him and blow up the eggs to keep your plays going. Then we've got Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Got to keep in that spirit of Ugin. Top-notch Planeswalker. I love it to death. +2, it deals 3 damage to any target. Again, this is good for blowing up your own eggs if you run out of gas. -X, exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. We try and avoid doing that one unless it's end game scenario when you've got all of your colorless big boys on the field. That's the time you'd want to hit that ability. Otherwise, you're going to get rid of your Atla, you're going to get rid of a bunch of things you're going to need during the time. Then the -10. -10 is powerful effect. Gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Now, if you hit this card, and you've been sitting on your big boys in hand, and Atla is just giving you the worst of luck, you can hit this big boy for his effect, and you just start laying these boys out. I don't really have much left to say about Ugin. Now we're into sorceries, and most of the sorceries are about getting land. So we've got Rampant Growth, Landfall triggers, Kodama's Reach, Landfall triggers, Farseek, Landfall triggers, Edge of Autumn. Now I know this one isn't great, but because you can only use the effect if you control 4 or fewer lands. But if you cycle it, if it's too late for that, and you have where did it go? Flagstones of Trocaire. You can sack this off to cycle it, and then you'll get a land out of it anyway. It just needed more mana fixing. Decimate. Strong card. For only 4 mana, you destroy a target artifact, a target creature, a target enchantment, and a target land. It's super powerful. I would play it in any deck that contains green and red. I would play it in every deck that contains green and red. You're giving yourself a lot of advantage and taking a lot of that away from other people. Good things. Cultivate, again, more landfall triggers, more searching. And of course, my favorite sorcery of all time, All is Dust, tribal Eldrazi sorcery, so any card that would search an Eldrazi card would be able to search this card. Each player sacrifices all colored permanents he or she controls. Now, there is some misconception where it will make people sacrifice their lands. Lands do not have a color. They in fact do not count as colored anything. Just because they tap for things, just because they have colors on the image, they have no costs, they have no color. And there's no part of them that says they are so and such color. So it won't take out everyone's lands. No worries about that, but everything else is gone. A wonderful card. Yeah, we're so that's the deck profile. And we're gonna be right back at you with a match. So let's start by revealing our commanders. Today Today I'm going with Atla Palani, Nest Tender.
Such a good one. I want to build a deck around her.
It's a really strong card.
I like her color schemes. I really do.
Aaron, what are you going with today?
A little bit of cat dog.
Cat dog!
Cat dog.
Rin and Sari, inseparable. They're best friends.
I've been trying to get this deck to work so much. I spent
Yeah, I don't know.
probably 3 hours like trying
I don't
to
think
fix
it's
this.
I don't think it's a strong enough duo, to be honest.
I agree with what you're saying completely.
All right. All right, Don, and what are you working with today?
Speaking of dogs that aren't strong enough without their friend the cat, I have Paco, the also dog, and hold on, the not a cat, human dog, if you will.
So you got Doggo and Human Dark the Toggo.
Yes.
Okay.
Best friends besides Angelo. Okay, it's like real life. Let's go.
Hey, I am a nest tender. I make eggs, and they are my friends.
Ew, don't say that. I'm gonna draw some cards.
I'm also gonna draw some cards. Before the game, Don won the die roll, so he's gonna go first.
Oh, mulligan, my mulligan.
I'm gonna keep this. I'm pleased with this. This is noise.
Come on, man. I fixed you. Don't treat me like this, now. Oh, now.
Wow, am I the only one happy with their opening hand?
Oh, no, I should just keep this. I don't
I'm
want to.
I'm already done with this game, to be honest. So.
Oh, this is really bad.
I mean, you could mully down to 6. Oh, you
Well, we're
crazy.
already at 6. I'm not content, but I do get the draw, so I guess.
Yeah, that is definitely a plus.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, draw.
Unexcited but ready.
Oh no. Forest pass.
Okay. I'm gonna untap nothing and draw. Uh, I'm gonna play a Temple Ruin, and I am gonna shock myself for 2, so I can tap that down and play Skull Clamp. And then I'm gonna pass.
We're going to draw for turn. Okay, this makes his hand a lot more playable.
I don't like to hear that.
I mean, it's not crazy. Oh no, I put down a snow-covered plains.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Forest. I have a problem right now.
Ooh, forest.
It's not
Tap,
snow-covered though. I'm upset.
explore, draw into not a land. God damn it.
No, I'm
All right.
respecting. Respecting.
I'm gonna untap and draw.
It's gonna be my last play for a while.
I'm gonna play a Plateau. And I'm gonna tap these 2 to play Rampant Growth.
Of course, the time that I don't play the dual lands. Of course, you finally do.
Yeah, go figure it. So I'm gonna search for a basic land. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with a snow-covered mountain. Or I'm sorry, plain, not mountain. And then I'm gonna pass.
I'm going to draw for turn. Not terrible, not terrible. I'm going to play a snow-covered forest.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 2. My enchantment.
Ooh, all right. That's a good early game play, making everything into mana dorks.
And pass.
Now I feel like I could definitely use that card in this deck.
Why is my health lower? Come on. What's wrong?
God.
Oh, he has nothing to do with this. So far,
All right.
I'm liking my odds. Oh, that's it. Untap and draw. Tiger. Toy like a tiger. Don has counterable numbers, which
Every
of
blue deck can counter with 0 mana. Just remember that.
I mean, you're right, but
Yeah.
you know why not?
Oh,
It's, that's green, a red, a white, and who cares what the other one is? I'm gonna go for my commander, Atla Palani. Any responses?
Let me just
Counter?
say that's good.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm guessing I'm gonna pass.
going
The
to
blue mana
untap and
may
draw.
scare you. You are incorrect to be afraid.
I'm gonna tap 2 for lightning grease.
Ah.
Right. I'm not gonna let that one happen.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, countering for 0.
Ignorant. I'm gonna play Evolving Wilds.
All right.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna crack it.
At the end step, I'm gonna Beast Within destroy Atla.
Oh, you're just the worst.
Get this.
Yeah, that's fine though. Uh, Beast.
There we go.
Untap, draw.
Okay, so that already makes it so that she's gonna cost 6 in the next run, which is fine. It's not the worst thing that could have happened.
But
Hey,
you got a cute little beast. His
you know
name
what
is
is the
Henry.
worst thing that could have happened?
Hmm,
I have to pass again.
it's what you deserve.
Hi, Desmond.
Untap and draw. Um, so this time I'm gonna put down a Kessig Wolf Run. I'm gonna
That's not a wolf. That's a lamb.
tap 2 for Mind Stone. Um,
What's up?
I'm gonna pass.
Going to untap and draw. Not terrible. I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Plains. I'm going to tap for 4.
Oh no, whatever will he do? I can only imagine. I love how our commanders have the same color scheme. If only Dawn's had white instead of blue, that would have been excellent.
I'm gonna attempt to go to end step. I'm guessing no one has anything they want to do.
No, I think you're good, at least by me.
Yeah, no, I can't do anything.
Okay. I just didn't want to, interrupt.
Oh my god.
I have a beast.
I'm so done with this game.
Oh no, untap and draw. What do I do here? Do I just?
Oh my god, I could have been playing Haldon this whole time. God damn it.
Yeah, no, you done goofed.
Draw 4.
I was like, what can he? And I'm like, oh, he can.
Uh, all right, so
And
Yeah, no.
and I don't know.
so I'm just gonna tap all of this and play Elish Norn Grand Cenobite.
Oh my god.
Oh, this card. Okay.
Can you handle that? I can't handle that.
Neither can I. I'll be honest with you.
Oh look, I have a friend. Oh wait, that's not a friend, that's a threat. And then Don, I'm coming at you for 5 because you just had to blow up my Atla.
Oh,
Reality shift. Okay, I'll manifest.
I'm gonna go like this. So that way, I no longer have I have load 1 counter and then 2/2 counters. Awesome.
Get rid of that Ailish Nern.
Oh, I got little Spirit. His name is Henry.
It exiles her. Okay. Still taking the 5, or well, the 3 now.
Only taking 3.
Nope. Done played myself.
Uncomfortable.
Then I'm gonna pass. It's a
Going to
shame.
untap.
It's a shame that was a land.
I'm gonna play a forest. Actually, I'm gonna stack
Woo!
it's easier.
Forest.
Wow, I wish I could stack my lands.
Look, you've had solutions after solutions, but you can't get land. Eef.
1, 2, 3, 4. Another enchantment. I'm
Ooh,
going to
anointed
tap.
procession.
I'm gonna tap creature for mana. And this. The color? Any color? Oh, awesome. For leader, other dogs you control get 1/1, and whenever pack leader attacks, prevent all common damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. And I also get a dog token.
Yes.
Oh, they're so cute. Their tokens are so cute. Oh, no, I get 2 of them.
It's doggo power. You know what you should do? You should download the images of the dog cards that they're releasing or have just released, which are reprints of other cards, but they have dog art for the sake. I think they're doing it for some
So
charity.
this turn, I can't. These creatures don't have haste, so I can't tap them. Other dogs I have get 1/1, so let me just that real
Oh
quick.
my god. I don't
Man.
know.
Yes.
Okay.
It's finally working. I'm so happy.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna hold
Not
on,
working crazy fast, but at least it's
Hold
working.
on.
and I'm gonna gruel turf pop the forest and pass.
Okay, I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna keep coming it down because he's made me mad.
Well, don't come at me. That's why I got. You're the one doing stuff. Now that I
White,
got stuff, you're
red,
coming at me. So I gotta.
green, red, white. Nobody wants to hear you. uh, uh, colorless. Atla. You gonna blow this one up too, Don?
Look at all the mana I don't have.
I still don't trust it. You can counter for 0 at any time.
I did say that. I did. That was me.
I mean, there are cards that allow you to do that. You just gotta exile a blue from your hand, or this, that, and the
Mana
third,
drain.
or lose.
Or not.
Mana drain isn't for free though. You gotta actually pay something. It just
Oh,
gives you
I thought
back
you
the
played a
mana.
card.
There's the one that if you don't pay the counter spell's cost, the next turn you lose the game.
The one that if you have your commander out, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, but that's actually no, that would work. That's a red spell, isn't it? Oh no, wait, that's okay. Yeah. No, the red spell is the one that makes. It doesn't like make a copy of said spell.
I'm not sure.
Um.
I'll tell you, I don't have that one in my hand, so I can't confirm.
Either way, I'm gonna pass to Aaron.
I'm gonna untap. I'm going
Oh,
to
you weren't being
draw.
a dick to me this time. Interesting.
No.
Play a land for turn. I'm going to tap for 1, 2, 3. What are you doing, you mountain? Get out of here.
I mean, Don, to be completely fair, I attacked you the first time because you blew up my stuff. Now it's just a matter of being even.
I'm gonna get my 2 cat tokens, but I get 2 more because
I hate this.
You get 2 cat tokens for it?
when this card summons, I get 2 1/1 cat tokens.
Oh no, when he attacks.
When he attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
I only know that because I just recently started playing MTG Arena, which people keep an eye out for those videos. But it's only when he attacks. Yeah, that would be insane. Make 4 cat tokens, then make 2 more because of Rin. But you still make 2 for the cats. So yeah,
Not bad.
it's pretty strong.
I could get him out. But tap. Or my kid here. Another cat token.
Once can't cast spells during combat, or a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, go to each creature that players control. Ooh, my
Angelo,
god.
I wanna fuck you up so so bad, but I can't let him keep doing this. God damn it.
Why do you want to fuck me up?
Because Atla Palani's scary as shit.
You don't even know what my deck does, dog. You gotta calm down.
I know what Atla Palani does. You pulled out Elish Nor, and I know what you're doing.
I don't think you do.
I think that might be my turn.
Yeah, you definitely got to deal with Aaron before you got to deal with me, dog. Cause like I got nothing.
You need to leave me alone. This deck is finally working and it's doing cool things.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying what you're doing.
I actually
It's
got it to work, and I can't
it's
believe
just
I did
highly
that.
threatening.
Oh yeah, this deck is all the aggro. Like, watch as I build a board that's gonna slowly swing at you for game.
Yeah, I'm good. So
Slowly
those
swing
two
at you
cat
until
tokens you got don't have lifelink yet.
Okay, I'm gonna put New Horizons on this forest and give Haldon a counter, and then a pass.
Eef. Okay, I'm gonna untap, draw. I'm gonna play down a Wooded Foothills, and I'm gonna crack it
Florida than footy.
and hurt myself. And I'm gonna pull a land out.
Yeah.
What, the Wooded Foothills? Yeah, it's pretty nice. So what should we go for here? I think
This deck might need a little bit more draw power.
yeah, you definitely want to. With what you're doing, it's good, but you definitely want more of a. I'm gonna go for Savannah, by the way. You definitely want more of a value engine because you're creating stuff, but now you're down to one card in hand, and you don't have anything that's gonna draw you stuff.
I'll be honest. I have smothering tide in this deck, and like other things to help with that. It's just.
Well, Smothering Tithe is for treasure, so you're talking Ristic Study, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Mystic Studies in blue, so he does not have that.
Oof.
I can't check it right now.
Yeah.
In any case, you're playing red and white, notoriously the two worst draw colors.
He's not wrong, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
Green, which isn't great at draw, but has green.
yeah.
Green has a lot of search, to be honest, for lands and stuff. It kind of makes it so you can back them a little bit easier.
Meanwhile, here I am playing blue-green, and I can't draw shit.
Meanwhile, here I am tapping two colorless and Atla to make a egg.
It's so cute. It's Defender. Defender with what? Okay.
Then I'm going to, yep, I'm gonna skull clamp it. It's gonna die, and then I'm gonna get two triggers. I'm gonna draw two cards and then go off the top of my library. And I actually want to go off the top of my library first. So let's see, Ashnod's Altar, Solemn Simulacrum, cute. Let's move that to the bottom. I'm going to get my draws, and then I'll get the Solemn to go off. Okay, I could totally screw with that. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something interesting. So Solemn is going to dig out a land for me. So I'm going to look at my... I'm going to just get a Wastes. Then let's see here. Red. Red. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play Nesting Dragon, which has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I'll create a 0/2 red dragon egg creature token with Defender. And when it dies, I make that into a 2/2 red dragon creature token. Probably should have done that first. That probably would have been the right move, but that's fine. And then I'm going to pass to Aaron.
I'm going to untap and draw for turn.
Okay.
I'm going to play this land card. It comes in tap. Why'd you take one of my cats?
I didn't take them. I just made them for you so you can replace the lifelink ones. And keep the lifelink ones off to the side for when you do attack with the Leonin.
I did not realize it said lifelink on there.
Yeah. Might make your life a little easier.
I'm gonna choose red. Oh, this also can tap for red.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, I keep forgetting these lands exist. What do they even come out of? I need to know.
2, 3, 4.
I'm not sure. I can't tell what that is.
The thriving lands are.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know the symbol at all.
I'm gonna play my cat.
Kasali Slingers reach whenever them
Jumpstart?
or another cat enters the battlefield under your control. You may destroy target artifact or enchantment. Oof.
So I get two pops because he's created another cat creature's created.
Uh-huh.
Get rid of his skull plant for the love of God.
I'm getting rid of Mind Stone.
So you're getting rid of just my stuff.
I
Because
can't
Don
get rid of
can't
anything.
play.
I can't get rid of anything that he has. Oh, I didn't even notice he had an enchantment or behind a land. So much cheating. Alright, I got you, Don.
It's enchanting the land, so it makes
Yes,
sense.
I forgot where that was, and that's, Candle's active where you put it.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro.
There goes my mind
It's
stone.
silly things.
Blow up my solemn simulacrum while you're at it.
I'm gonna tap this, and tap this. Deal damage to any target equal to the number of dogs you control and gain life equal to the number of cats you control.
Oh, okay, so you're dealing 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, and you're gaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeez.
I'm in a game of 7 now. I'm trying to figure out who do I want to hit. I guess I'm gonna hit you, Don, because I destroyed Angelo's things.
Are you're hitting me?
Yeah, with the damage.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's only fair. I'm going to pass.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Balls.
Well, that definitely slows the. Oh my god, that's horrible. So I'm gonna untap and play a command tower. Nesting
I screwed up
Dragon's
so hard. Oh no.
gonna trigger and put an egg down. Nothing too special.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Phyrexian Altar.
Okay.
I'm gonna sack the egg.
God damn it.
I can't make colorless with it. That's fine.
I'm more uncomfortable now.
I'll make it will create a dragon, and then Atla will trigger.
Oh, that's a cute little dragon.
Gonna look at the top until I get there. Farseek. Ulamog enters the battlefield. And I'll move the rest of these to the bottom of my library. Then I'm gonna off my Solemn Simulacrum to my Phyrexian Altar and give myself another red. Mostly for giggles. And get a draw off the Solemn. Alright, I could probably do that, and that'd be wicked. How to do this properly, though? Green. Green. Who cares what color that is? Spring Bloom Druid. When he enters the battlefield, I may sacrifice a land. If I do, search my library for 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Does anyone have a response to my casting?
No.
No? Alright, I'm gonna sack my wastes. And, let me see my basic lands. 1, 2. So they're gonna come in tapped. And they're kind of irrelevant, honestly, if I'm, being 100% with you guys. Because that's going to trigger Nesting Dragon twice to make 2 eggs. I'm going to off one of them to the altar to make a white. That's going to create a new dragon. And then I'm going to check the top until I land on... Ooh, Blightsteel Colossus!
This is very uncash money of you.
Then I'm going to tap these two, make an egg with Atla. I'm going to sack that one. I'm going to... Oh, Zakama. I'm going to sack the last Echo. Make a third dragon, and go off the top.
So, Angelo, how do you think that I didn't know this is what you were doing?
Pathrazor of Ulamog? I don't know, just didn't think you'd know. I added other things though, like Grand Cenobite and Zakama, for like things I really wanted to play for the longest time, but really haven't gotten a solid way to play them. That's really like
See why you like multi-person with this.
yeah.
If I could just stop misplaying, I could maybe get back in this game, but probably not.
I'm just stop decking at this point.
Should I do
Yeah,
that?
I'm staying for land.
I'm not bad with land because I have creatures to tap for mana.
I mean, I'll be honest. I could totally play myself right now.
You should play yourself.
Oh well, it would either win me the game right now or lose me the game right now, and I'm not sure what to do here. Yeah, I'll move to combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing my nesting dragon at I'll draw some arrows. At you, and I'll swing my beast and manifestation at Yugioh.
So I have 5 coming at me.
Yeah.
Huh.
None of my stuff has haste, or else this would probably be over.
We'll stop that. I'll take 3.
So you're gonna kill my manifestation?
Yeah.
Cool. And Aaron, I'm guessing you took the 5.
Of course, I had extra health.
I mean, I'm surprised you didn't try and chump with Kasali, but I was kind of hoping you wouldn't.
I mean, Kasali is a lot more useful to me because I can still pop things and gain advantage from it.
Yeah, you're right. At this point, I'm gonna sack the beast to the altar. And I'm gonna sack Springbloom to the altar. Then I'm gonna spend the 6 mana I made from all that on Ugin the Ineffable.
God.
Uses +1. That's gonna go in my hand when I sack the thing, but I can't find the. There it is. But I'm not here to sack it right now. So, am I? No. So I'm gonna put my big stuff up top so you guys can see what's there. Might make you guys' lives a little easier.
Yay.
Then I'm going to pass.
Going to untap.
Okay.
Draw. For 1, 2, 3.
3. How'd you get 3?
I'm sorry,
Snow-covered
what?
plains. Yeah, I didn't even see it there. All the words get jumbled together.
I'm gonna play my planeswalker.
Ooh, a Johnny. It's a good planeswalker. Hey, he's good for this. Yeah, absolutely. -8, put X 2/2 white cat creatures.
He could blow up all of the trop.
If he had 8. Trying to figure out how to go about this. He's not a cat, so he doesn't pop that trigger. I'm gonna use his +1. started at 4, so it's like 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the +1 to him down here, by the way, just to make it a bit easier. I'm not sure.
I'm never sure of anything anymore. This is my reality.
I'm gonna give it to my pack leader.
The pack leader? Perfect. he's good doggo.
Yeah, I mean his abilities
Much.
are good, and I mean he helps boost up other things, so it just feels right.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'm going to gain my life. That is 7. Other way. Was that 40, right? No, 41.
Okay. And you can deal 4 damage to something or someone.
This is honestly difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
I hear you. I definitely didn't make it any easier.
Oh no, you did not. Do not like your board in the slightest.
I didn't like your board either. So here we are.
Hold on.
I'm not sure if I want to get rid of that dragon because I don't like that dragon. I'll be honest.
I mean, it's done its job, so if you want off it, I ain't gonna be that mad.
Right. I want to get rid of your planeswalker, but that just like none of these things feel advantageous.
Yeah, unfortunately, the most advantageous things to remove from the board have indestructible, so it doesn't really help you too much.
Exactly, and I mean, like, I could try getting rid of your planeswalker, but like, that 5, so you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's not even enough.
You could blow up a little dragon if you wanted. I don't know.
Oh, this is not a good position. I guess I'm gonna get rid of your planeswalker just so that way she gets more expensive.
That's fine.
So now she's at.
In response, yeah. So now she'd be an 8. Oh, Spring Bloom's not go. I'm gonna sack her to the Phyrexian altar just to float a mana.
Don, can I swing at you?
Why?
That way I can start popping things.
Tell me what what am I getting out of this popping things?
I am being nice to you.
How is attacking me nice to me?
He wants to attack with Leonin so he can produce more and get Kasali to blow up my Phyrexian altar.
So I'm saying, like, it does benefit you.
I mean, as long as you don't blow up my New Horizons, sure.
I got you. Don't stress that.
I mean,
swing, take my cats.
I mean, it's only a 4/4, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna block it with hold on, so there's no issues here. All right.
Oh wait. I think he has to do combat damage, right?
No, he just
No, just when he declares the attack.
Okay, yeah, no block. I don't care.
Okay, so you're gonna create 4 cats.
1 second. My cat stack right here.
Which I mean, you'll only get 1 destruction out of it, which is my Phyrexian altar.
To be honest, that helps.
Because Blight Steel is indestructible and all that. But that's fine.
Anything that will slow you down a little bit, boost myself up for me to give time to think about what the hell I'm gonna do.
No, that's totally fair. I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. Did as much as I could. Yeah, pass.
I'm waiting for Don to have enough land. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, it's my turn. Please draw a land. Please draw a land. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I didn't draw a land.
Rough.
Damn.
So far, what do you guys think of this deck?
I think I'm gonna beat it up with Kanan later.
I think that would actually be a really good, really fun match.
Played Herald of Secret Streams, Big Blaze. Done.
That's it. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna untap everything. That boiled away, and I'm gonna draw.
Oh, I should have done that. Damn it! I didn't think of that.
1, 2, 3. Crucible of Worlds.
Oh my god, I'm so done with this man.
Hey, come on, man. Come on now. Oh, skater.
I'm gonna
What are you doing?
I'm gonna play my Wooded Foothills out of my grave. Crucible of Worlds. That's gonna trigger Dragon Boy to make a egg. I'm also going to ping myself one to crack the foothills and make another egg. And library stuff. Do I have any more dual lands for this stuff, or should I send? Yeah. Stomping Ground. I am gonna shock myself so it comes in untapped. That could be fun. That could be more fun. Green, red, white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atla. So I'm actually going to. I'm actually going to internally debate what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go -3 on my. Oh, all right. Let's just. I'm gonna go -3. He's gonna be at 2. Hold up. Had to fix that. Hit the wrong button. Didn't want to do all the work. And I'm gonna blow up one of my dragon eggs because they're red. Atla's gonna trigger. Void Winnower. Wow. That is rough for you, Aaron. You can't block with anything but your Kasali slingers.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, 0 is technically even, yeah.
I'll be honest, you're doing so much shit, I just stopped paying attention.
Same. I'm not gonna lie. I lost this no matter what I did, so.
So since that's the case, you can only block with one card. Just trying to figure out the cruelest way to do this.
Alright, we'll do it however you want it, because I'm gonna concede.
Are you conceding?
Yeah, I was waiting to draw a land to Cyclonic for a few fuckers, but now you play.
I knew it.
So I can't do it.
I knew it. Why couldn't you? It's converted mana cost to be 7 at that point.
No, it's still 2.
No, the overload cost overtakes its mana cost.
Googled it. It's still 2.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
Typing, I heard you typing. I'm like, is you looking something up?
Yeah, I was looking if I could still get out of this, but I couldn't. So.
How's that? Let me double check this. 20.
Angelo, you have games.
Yeah.
Because you can just pop his things with Oolong.
Yep.
I mean, not with Ulamog, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it's.
Oolong.
The other Ulamog, my bad.
Path Razors, as I declare attack, Ulamog is going to exile the top 20 cards of your deck, and Pathrazor is going to, you have to sacrifice 3 permanents.
All right.
Alright! That's,
Do we have a game too where I can actually play the game?
I mean, I don't really see why not. Aaron, are you still into play?
Yeah, but you have my aggro, just giving you a fair warning.
Oh, well, that's not cool at all.
To be honest, you have my aggro from the start because Atla's way scarier than Ren and Stimpy.
I don't know, you almost took the game away from me there for a hot minute, and then I, ripped into an altar, and I was like, okay, I can do this again.
I had a lot of things to stop you before you got going, but I was like, no, I'll just let him get going so I can pop all his things into his hand with Cyclonic Rift, and then he has to discard all of them. But I was not getting the land to do that.
All right, well, I'm ready. Let's set our life totals.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 1. This is
Buns. All right, let's.
Roll the 20.
I doubt I rolled anything any better.
I will be going first.
I rolled a 15. All right, Commander's out. I gotta say, this deck is really, really fun.
I'm gonna mulligan. Oh God, don't fuck me. Okay, this is playable.
Yeah, let's
This is
draw.
playable.
Let's draw my cards.
Oh, this is so unplayable. No, God damn it. This is just. Oh no.
I actually don't hate this, but I don't think I'm gonna have this one like I had the last one.
I'm
I'm gonna
way
keep.
more in this than last time, but the still is not good.
I'm gonna go rapid, hope for the best. This is playable, not preferred by any means, but
You know what's funny, Don? You have a card less than us in the deck, and you still couldn't draw. You still didn't get draws like you needed.
I'm gonna draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
I like Rin and Seri. They're very interesting.
Turn.
Oh, I like that one.
Yes, Animal Sanctuary. It's really good.
I'm just gonna force pass.
These big kitties and doggies and
I'm gonna draw.
goats and ox and snakes.
Oh my.
I'm gonna lay down a mirror pool and pass.
I'm going to draw a card. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna play Reliquary Tower.
There you go.
I'm not going to tap.
Reliquary Tower doesn't make a lot of sense, considering you don't have a crazy amount of draw power.
I was looking in the deck. I do have a decent amount. It's just I never saw any of it.
Rough, pun intended.
From what I looked at, there's a couple creatures that do. There's about altogether I have about 10 to 15 cards that draw.
You know, Don, if you had broke out that pre-con deck, we would all be sharing a color scheme. You'd probably also be doing better.
Ooh.
I don't know how this works, so I'm gonna play it, and then if it doesn't work the way I think it is, I'm just gonna take it back.
Enter the unknown.
I don't have a
Target creature you control explores. You may play an additional land.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you have to have a target creature that you control to play it, because it's the first clause of the card.
Yeah, I think it's because I think it's like Yugioh for the fact that you don't read all the prerequisites. I cannot pronounce it right now.
Prerequisites.
Thank you.
I mean, definitely check, because this is a hard question. And note, I'm into more card games than just Magic, so my rulings sometimes get mixed between the 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pokemon, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I play Vanguard.
You play Vanguard?
I love Vanguard, dude.
Yikes.
I cannot play it.
I have a Shadow Gear deck. Oh.
Okay, that sucks buns. That sets me back behind. Awesome. Love it. 10 out of 10. Love this game. Okay, I'm gonna gruel turf. Yes.
Oof. I'm gonna untap and draw. That will make a difference later, I guess. I'm gonna lay down a snow-covered mountain. I'm gonna tap for Goblin Bombardment and pass.
I like this. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Plains. I'm gonna tap 2 my Watchdog.
Ooh, he's a floofer.
The Puppets.
He's the heckin' woofer.
He looks like he could be giving me a giant keg of beer.
I'm going to pass.
Alright.
Just need.
Oh, I had to discard a card last turn. I didn't realize. Hold on.
Huh. Huh. Those turn to bounce lands are always rough.
Would have been fine if I could have explored.
Oh, Mind Spring, man. That is not the card you want to discard.
Yes, it was.
Oh, all right.
My hand is fairly good.
All right. I mean, it's a shame that you don't have the blue land.
Pop.
Oh.
I don't have the blue land.
I was gonna say, it's a shame you don't have the blue land, because you would have had enough there for Haldon, but you still don't have enough for Haldon now because of all this.
That's true. That's very true. I'm passing. I just needed to get the ramp going.
I'm gonna untap and draw. Ooh, I'm gonna play down a forest. I'm gonna tap 2 for Thornbite Staff.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass.
Funky out here. We're getting funky. Gonna tap and draw.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Forest.
Oh.
I'm gonna tap for 4. For a Planeswalker.
Johnny.
I like the art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
he supposed to be?
we all have different art, I'm sure.
He looks like an X-Men to me.
Yes. I was
Yeah.
gonna say he looks like. Why can't I think of his name?
Beast?
No, future guy.
Cable?
Cable. Yeah, he looks like Cable.
I'm gonna give the Watch Alpine 1/1, but I'm not gonna attack or anything with him right now, so it's gonna fizzle away. But I'm using it for his loyalty.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna pass.
All right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to tap all that to play Rashmi.
Ah.
And then I'll play a forest. Tap it to enter the unknown. So
Okay.
we can explore. Reveal top card. Ooh, good old Ral.
Ral.
Put that card in your hand.
If it's a land, otherwise just a +1/+1 and put it back.
Balls.
Or put it into your graveyard.
I can put the card
You can
back.
put it back, yeah, back on the top.
Oh, okay, cool.
Definitely why Explore is good.
Right, it's +1/+1. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so that all works, and then I get an extra land, so I will, I guess, play this one.
Okay.
And pass.
Okay, I'm gonna untap and draw, hopefully. Ancient Tomb. I'm definitely feeling bad for playing this, because, Actually, at this point, I'm not feeling too bad about it. In the last game, I felt bad about it. Right now, not so much. Well, that bites the old biscuit. Lightning Greaves. Pass.
I'm very happy that you guys are having to play slower this time, and I'm able to actually play things.
I understand.
I feel like this game is gonna run away without me at the pace I am going, though.
I can understand.
Because like I'm getting lands, but no, I'm not getting the colors I want.
Yeah, I'm missing red.
I'm missing white.
You have. Oh, yeah, shoot, you are.
I'm gonna play Lightning Greaves.
Huh, irony. Don, it's your turn next. If you don't play Lightning Greaves, you forfeit the game.
Alright. I mean, it'll probably end up happening anyway.
Oh, you forfeiting the game? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not doing too bad with a Rashmi.
You know, I can at least do things this time.
I'm gonna use this +1 again.
Okay. I would like to drop that Ajani before he gets his big -7.
I mean, it's good, but like, let's be real here. Like, it's not that crazy without other plates. Like,
I mean, it turns my 10/10s into 1/1s on your health.
yeah.
Oh, I misread that. Oh God, I thought it was the other way around. Oh no.
Oh no. The horror.
Okay. Play Castle Vantris.
Castlevania, got it.
Paco, and that would
Paco!
be off-brand, whatever that thing's called. I'm gonna get the Rashmi thing. Is it reveal?
Yeah, it's a reveal the top card. Let's see what it is.
Main cost less than the spell. Okay.
Less than 5 for a free spell. It's less than 5, but it'll cast for 0. So you can add it to your hand instead if you want.
Okay.
You have a choice if you cast or not. Rashmi is so good.
You don't have any creatures. Oh.
Yeah. You attack me now, though, I will make you regret it.
You're jabbing at him.
Well, I'm gonna attack both of you to make things fair. I'm gonna attack it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send both at Johnny, so at least one of them gets through. But before the attack goes through, everyone exile the top card of your library.
It that betrays.
Oh no!
Each non-creature.
You may play non-creature cards from exile. Okay, so mine is safe. Whew. It's a shame though, because that card is nice.
I'm gonna have to kill my watchdog. I'll take 3.
Alright. And
Actually not going down. What the hell's going on?
It's control minus, I believe.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
It wanted to be weird.
It was just lagging. Untap and draw. Come on. I'll take it. Play a Savannah. Tap, 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 tap. Atla. Any responses?
no.
Okay. When she comes in, because she is a shaman, Thornbite Staff is going to attach itself.
Oh.
Then I'm going to go ahead and attach Lightning Greaves to her. Then I'm going to pay the 2 for Ancient Tomb and tap her, because she has haste, to create a token. Then I'm going to sack the token to Goblin Bombardment. And I'm going to deal 1 damage to... I'm going to deal 1 damage to you, Don. Then Atlas trigger... Oh, I've won this game. I just got my infinite loop. No, not really. um, my infinite loop requires other things. But I am going to trigger the search off the top. Nope. I'll take a Kozilek Butcher of Truth. And then Thornbite Staff is going to untap my Atla. This is going to go to the bottom. Yeah.
Don't untap. The thing doesn't hit the graveyard.
Oh, you're right. But that's fine. I'm going to move my Lightning Greaves onto Kozilek.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And,
I feel like this is about to hurt.
this is the part where I'm going again. Actually, I'm swinging this 12 at dawn, annihilate 4.
Figured. Cool. Oh, awesome.
Oh. Just sitting here with a little planeswalker, he's not doing much.
Don's erasing his lands instead of his creatures, which is what I want gone anyway. I'll pass.
Untap, draw. See that mountain? Nope. Not much.
Do you have anything you can do to stop Kozilek?
Kozilek has Shroud, so I doubt it.
Shut your cake hole. I'm not talking to you right now.
Did you block or did you take the 12? Because like you're sitting at 39 there. All right. All right.
Yay. If I would have had that plate, no, but that would have helped me. Yeah, not having the red right now is screwing me horribly.
I mean, you could have Lightning Greaves your pack leader and then swung at me for 3 damage. Would have been something. Well, it would have had Vigilance, so it would have stayed up to be a blocker.
Yeah, but You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. It's a shame my It That Betrays went, because that with Kozilek on the board would be so glorious.
Motherfucker.
Yes?
Should pick one of those islands I'm ready to get. Okay, the only thing I can do, I'm gonna give that to Atla.
What is that?
It's now elk.
And loses all abilities. Okay.
Oh, and I get to top card. Oh, it's a forest. It's a non-land card.
Otherwise, put it in your hand.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna play it.
Okay. I don't like this transformation. I'm gonna get rid of it. But you know, good try.
Guess I'm gonna swing 7 at you, Angelo. Everyone exile card.
7. Springbloom Druid.
I hate you so much.
That's 8, Don, but alright.
My mountain.
That was 8, by the way, Don. 5 and 3.
It's 7 and 3.
Oh, so you're dealing 10 to me.
Yes. What did I say?
You said 7. That's fine. I'm gonna untap, and then I'm gonna draw. And I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go for 8, but you know. That'd be one hell of a move. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sack Atla to the Goblin Bomb and deal 1 to Aaron.
I'm not doing anything. Leave me alone.
So Kenrith's transformation is gonna be Gonzo.
I don't know who cares, but the PS4 finally got confirmed for which date it's coming out.
The PS5.
PS5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's on
the reveal thing's happening right now.
That's beautiful.
12th of November.
That's wonderful.
Cool.
Love it.
Pre-ordered.
You know,
The
it's
also
$500.
Zombies was further confirmed for Cold War added as well.
Oh yeah, I saw gameplay of it.
That's a beautiful thing.
It's not crazy. It's like a 30-second thing.
So somebody clarify the new rules of Commander. Does this go into my graveyard, or do I choose it to go into my, like, I don't understand.
From what I was told, it goes into wherever it was supposed to be sent, but at the end of your turn, you could choose to add it back to your command zone.
Is that how that works?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to Google something.
Because that's what Austin told me. And I looked up, and that's kind of what I got from it too. Because technically, certain commanders have trigger abilities when they go to grave, so they have to be able to hit grave.
No, it doesn't hit the grave. It just goes to the command zone unless you say otherwise. But anything that triggers in the grave.
Okay, so I'm gonna command zone it then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, weird.
So this is her cost. Ow, ow. That's the extra. Playing her. Thornbite doing its thing. Attaching itself. Gonna unattach Lightning Greaves and attach them to her. You know what? No, I'm not gonna attach to her. I'm gonna swing my 12/12 at. I'm gonna swing my 12/12 at.
If you do me, you're a big old asshole. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I am a big old asshole.
I have nothing.
I mean,
nothing.
You have things first.
Creature is solid. It's about to be bigger than his. It's about to be bigger than his Kozilek.
Actually, on Paco, for each non-creature card exiled this way, that Rashmi can run away with the game if I leave it unchecked. I'm gonna swing this. I'll be in the nature of fairness. I'll but Don did ruin my Atla plays there.
It's because you left me with only one card I could play and with only one target.
Shame. You know what? I'll leave it up to the dice. Who wants high? Who wants low?
I just want to kill myself.
I mean, you can if you want, but that just means there's only one person this is coming at. Who wants high? Who wants low?
Low.
And Aaron will be high. Okay. What do we got here? What do we got? What did it roll?
8.
An 8. Okay.
Does low make me safer for the target?
Huh?
No.
Okay, we didn't clarify that. And I didn't really think about that. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. Are you safe on high or safe on low?
Safe on low.
Okay. So let's roll the die. You're safe, which means, Aaron, this is coming at you. Annihilator 4 triggers. So sacrifice 4 permanents. What? All right.
I literally had nothing.
I mean, you could have sacked some lands. I don't know.
And then not be able to play. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're right.
Annihilator this early, it's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
I think I can still
it's.
get out of this.
You can, I don't know. I'll have.
No, I needed to draw an island. I can't get out of this.
Oh, I can just surrender. Wow.
That other one, I don't know which one it is, but the one that with the like even mana cost. Holy shit!
Void Winnower. It's one of my favorite Eldrazi. It should that and It That Betrays should be Titans. Because their effects are just too insane for just typical Eldrazi's.
But they don't have Annihilator.
So either does the new Olamont, new Emrakul, or new Kozilek.
Well, it's because they're bitches.
And It That Betrays does have Annihilator.
Shut up.
You're gonna bring the salt in here now? um, I'm actually pretty pleased with how this deck did.
No, it's fine. You playing that kind of deck means the Canan's fair game from now. Fuck it on. That's all that means.
Okay, I'm gonna murk Kanan with this, so whatever. I think that's it for this video, though. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely be sure to subscribe to my boys Don over at Blood Baron 115 and my boy Aaron over at Deep Sea Haven. You'll see them in the description below.
Deep seas and havens.
Be sure to hit the notification bell so you always hear the calls of Cthulhu. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next one.